Before we jump back into the builds, I want you to notice something. These are two completely different products, Twitter and Instagram. One moves at the speed of breaking news, the other moves at the speed of identity. But underneath the branding, underneath the features, underneath the culture, they're doing the same thing. They're competing for attention per second, not minutes, not sessions, seconds. In the last 2 episodes, we rebuilt both of these platforms using AI. Not to copy them, not to clone the data, not to recreate the algorithms, but to isolate the part that actually matters, the interface. Because the interface is where behavior is shaped. It's the invisible hand guiding what you look at next. So here's how to watch this recap. Don't watch it as Twitter versus Instagram. Watch it as speed versus identity, urgency versus aspiration, reaction versus reflection. Same screen, same scroll, same patterns, different psychological outcomes. First, the platform built for now. Let's start with Twitter. This one feels different, not impressive, not exciting, just revealing. Twitter isn't a product you use. It's a product that keeps pace with the world. News, opinions, reactions, all stacked in one endless vertical stream. Rebuilding something like that, the tension, the urgency, the constant pull, should require deep systems thinking. But with one prompt, AI claims it can recreate that experience. So today, we're not asking if it looks right. We're asking what it does to us. Welcome back to MetaBuild AI. On this channel, we rebuild famous products using AI, not to clone them, not to profit from copies, but to expose the thinking behind them. Because the most powerful products don't teach you how to use them. They train you. They shape how often you check, how long you stay, and how fast you react. And Twitter might be the clearest example of interface-driven behavior ever built. Same rules as every episode. We're rebuilding Twitter, not the algorithm, not the accounts, not the engagement engine, just the interface, the feed, the side rails, the layout that makes the world feel live. No APIs, no real posts, no manual design, just one prompt. And whatever the AI believes Twitter is. This is where it gets risky. Twitter isn't a dashboard, it's a heartbeat. So instead of describing features, I'm describing motion, constant updates, endless vertical scrolling, short bursts of information. Watch this. Okay, stop. That's unsettling. The feed exists. The spacing feels right. Even the emptiness feels intentional. This isn't just a layout, it's tempo. And once you notice that, you realize Twitter isn't designed to inform, it's designed to keep pace. Let's slow this way down, because Twitter's power isn't obvious, it's structural. First, vertical dominance. Twitter removes choice. You don't decide where to go, you go down. One direction, one motion. Second, peripheral temptation. Trends never block the feed. They whisper from the side, just enough to pull you sideways, then right back in. Third, compression. Short text, sharp opinions. No time to settle. Twitter doesn't want reflection, it wants reaction, and the interface enforces that pace. This isn't accidental, it's mechanical, and once you see the machine, you realize how intentional it is. But right now, this is still a picture, and pictures don't control behavior. Interaction does. So let's cross the line. Watch what happens with just a few interactions. Clickable tweets, hover states, page jumps. Nothing loads real data, and yet your brain accepts it. Because responsiveness creates belief. When something reacts, it feels alive. That's the secret of interactive prototypes. They don't need intelligence. They need consequence. Click something, something happens, and that's enough for your brain to commit. Here's the uncomfortable lesson. Twitter didn't win with features. It won with pace control. One direction, constant updates, minimal friction. AI didn't invent this, it exposed it. Once you understand attention as a system, you realize UI is never neutral. It either slows people down or speeds them up. And builders choose that, whether they realize it or not. And that's the real takeaway. Not whether AI can rebuild interfaces, but whether we understand what interfaces do. If this helped you see products differently, you can support the channel at $MetaBuild AI. And next episode, we're rebuilding another platform and asking a different question. What happens when design stops being invisible? Twitter trains you to react. Instagram trains you to compare. Same scroll, very different consequences. This one doesn't feel fast, or loud, or urgent. It feels familiar. Instagram isn't where you learn what's happening. It's where you learn who you're supposed to be. Photos, stories, highlights, perfectly framed moments, stacked into a feed that never ends. Rebuilding something like that, the polish, the symmetry, the emotional weight, should require deep design intuition. But with one prompt, AI claims it can recreate that experience. So today, we're not asking if it looks real. We're asking why it feels personal. Welcome back to MetaBuild AI. On this channel, we rebuild famous products using AI, not to copy them, not to ship knockoffs, but to understand the invisible decisions hiding inside interfaces. Because the strongest products don't just guide behavior. They shape self-perception, how you present, what you value, what you compare yourself to. And Instagram might be the most identity-shaping interface ever created. Same rules as always. We're rebuilding Instagram, not the algorithm, not the social graph, not the recommendation engine, just the interface, the grid, the feed, the story rail. No APIs, no real accounts, no manual layout tweaking, just one prompt, and whatever the AI believes Instagram means. Instagram isn't information, it's presentation. So instead of listing features, I describe vibes, visual hierarchy, clean spacing, square dominance, story-first behavior. Watch this. Pause while UI generates. Okay? That's uncomfortable. The grid is perfect. The feed breathes. Even the white space feels curated. This isn't just a layout, it's a mirror. And mirrors change behavior, even when we pretend they don't. Let's slow this down, because Instagram's power isn't speed, it's framing. First, the grid. Everything is equal. Every post gets the same square. Your life compressed into tiles. Second, story priority. Stories sit above everything, before posts, before thinking. Presence, before permanence. Third, social comparison without friction. No downvotes, no disagreement, just metrics, quietly reinforcing what performs. Instagram doesn't argue with you. It shows you what's admired. And over time, people adapt. Right now, this is still a screenshot. And screenshots don't influence identity. Interaction does. Watch how little it takes. Click a photo, add a hover, tap a story. No real content loads. And yet, your brain accepts it. Because feedback equals legitimacy. Interactive prototypes don't need truth. They need response. When the UI reacts, identity feels acknowledged. And that's powerful. Here's the real lesson. Instagram didn't win with filters. It won by making identity manageable. Square moments, clean profiles, simple metrics. AI didn't invent this. It revealed it. Once you see identity as a system, you realize UI doesn't just organize content. It organizes self-expression. And that responsibility belongs to builders. That's the real takeaway. Not that AI can rebuild interfaces, but that interfaces quietly rebuild us. If this changed how you see products, you can support the channel at $MetaBuild AI. And next episode, we rebuild a platform that doesn't show identity. It extracts it. And the question changes again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. You can follow us on all social media platforms at MetaBuildAI for more rebuilds like this. And visit metabuildai.gumroad.com to find today's UI build kit, plus templates, prompts, and other tools used to create this content. New builds drop regularly, so stay connected.